And we begin with major developments from inside the Trump transition, the next White House. And tonight, the president-elect Donald Trump does want national security clearance for his son-in-law, 35-year-old Jared Kushner, the transition team making that request. Kushner is married to Mr. Trump's daughter Ivanka and has now emerged as a major advisor to the incoming president. But it comes amid questions over how much the Trump family should have access to as their father now moves to the White House. Meantime tonight, that other image today, the Trump name coming down here in New York City. And Mr. Trump himself responding to reports of turmoil inside the transition. ABC's Tom Llamas leading us off.
Tonight, all eyes on this man, Jared Kushner, President-elect Donald Trump's son-in-law. ABC News confirming Trump's transition team has requested national security clearance for Kushner.
It's appropriate for whoever's going to get the presidential daily briefing to have a security clearance. It's not just appropriate, necessary.
Kushner, who is married to Ivanka Trump, is 35, a real estate developer with no governing experience. He became a close advisor during the campaign and is now a key member of the transition team, seen here touring the White House on Thursday. The revelation comes as the president-elect and his team are shooting down reports the transition process is in turmoil. Among those who are out, Governor Chris Christie, a one-time Trump advisor who sources say fell out of favor with the president-elect. Though Christie and Kushner worked together for months, their history is more complicated. Christie prosecuted Kushner's father, sending him to federal prison. Trump trying to sound optimistic. In a tweet that sounded like a reality show promo, the president-elect posting, "Very organized process taking place as I decide on cabinet and many other positions. I am the only one who knows who the finalists are." But former House member Mike Rogers, connected to Christie, who worked on the transition team before being ousted, describes a much different reality.
I think there is some confusion going on about a chain of command coming out of New York. Hopefully they'll get that settled pretty soon. I think they're going to need to do it because as this clock ticks, all of these decisions become more important.
And Elliot Cohen, who worked for Condoleezza Rice at the State Department and says he had contact with Trump's transition team. Originally a never-Trumper, he came around to possibly working with the team, but that changed quickly, writing about the experience in the Washington Post. A bad boss can be endured. A gaggle of them will poison all decision-making. Even Trump allies admit it's not going as smoothly as Trump describes.
The beginning of any transition like this has turmoil because it's just the nature of the process. And I think that Trump is very decisive.
And the Trump transition team still dealing with controversy surrounding the hiring of Stephen Bannon as chief strategist. The former head of Breitbart News, which published headlines like, "Hoisted high and proud, the Confederate flag proclaims a glorious heritage."
Are you comfortable with him having such a high-level position in the Trump administration?
It's great to see you guys today.
So no defense of Bannon then?
All right, that'll do it. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys, let's go.
And today, a sight Trump would likely not approve. His name coming down from 3 residential buildings on the west side of Manhattan. The owners who licensed the Trump name deciding to remove the name after residents protested.
And Tom Llamas with us live tonight from Trump Tower. And Tom, we're hearing a new name emerge tonight as a possible contender for Secretary of State.
David, a South Carolina newspaper is quoting the lieutenant governor of that state who says both he and Governor Nikki Haley are being considered for cabinet positions in the Trump administration and that Governor Haley is being considered for several posts, including Secretary of State. David?
Tom Llamas leading us off tonight here in New York. Tom, thank you.